I want to talk about the NHL jerseys. Um, I don't know if it's because uh, Fanatics took over. If they I'm not sure if Fanatics took over the entire NHL, got the whole NHL contract. Um, I always thought Fanatics was a apparel making company. I didn't know they made jerseys for sports leagues. I thought they only made like hoodies and hats and stuff like that. So maybe that's the reason for the change. But I just want to say that the change is absolutely beautiful. Over the past 2 years now, they have literally turned hockey jerseys from the worst jerseys in sports to the best. Or maybe tied with football, and it's a shame because I always thought hockey had the most interesting and out of the box thinking for their logos, team names. They had a little more college imagination for their team. It's not just an automatic bird or an automatic, tiger, or whatever. The Avalanche, the Blue Jackets, they're the only ones that actually use a devil, other than sports, with the Blue Devils and stuff like that. But the actual, Jersey Devil, which has huge lore, a creepy pasta lore from that state, to use that as their main, other than, the New Jersey Nets, wow, like that's what they came up with for basketball. It was a basketball net. So we're the New Jersey Nets. Like, that's just the worst imagination ever. To use the actual old myth of the devil was amazing. But anyway, with that said, I always felt that the NHL had while they had the coolest ideas for logos and the coolest ideas for team names, they used the ugliest jersey templates, and then they do stupid things with their colors and stupid things with their logos. I'm gonna use the Columbus Blue Jackets mostly for my example, because the Blue Jackets, I think their logo is horrible, and then they also use that template where their main white stripe or whatever, goes down their sleeve. I hate teams that use that. The Minnesota Wild used to use it, and then they are one of the only teams to make a New Jersey in the past 2 years, and it has that. So they're one of the only teams that messed up the New Jersey making. And then another problem is the putting things behind the logo is terrible. Just a terrible idea. The duck is the main culprit of this. The duck, putting that triangle behind the very cool Duck logo is stupid. It's beyond stupid. Um, and then they make uh, that great purple jersey that they just came out with. I think it was last season or the season before, using the duck from the mascot as the logo, which is amazing. Like, dude, that is one of the coolest logos ever made. Is that mascot duck logo? Um, and while I still love that jersey because they went back to the purple instead of that weird orange, and there's aqua in it, which is my favorite color. And it's solid all the way through. No weird striping and on the shoulder where they do where the shoulder is. A lot of teams are doing this now, but where the whole shoulder is bordered, separate from the rest of the jersey. It looks okay in some situations, like the new cream Oilers jerseys. It's okay there, but all in all, I hate when teams do that. You want a solid colored jersey. That shoulder border is horrible. In most cases. But aqua is just my favorite color, which is why I love the Jaguars. The Sharks just happen to be my second favorite team anyway, even if they weren't aqua, because they're the only team who's a shark, which is a no-brainer animal for a team. Yet they're the only ones who do it. No NFL, no Major League Baseball, no basketball team uses a shark. Insane. And the Kraken to be the first to use an octopus is insane. How did no one think of that first? Hockey's always the best at doing that. But anyway, so the Dolphins, the Jaguars, the Sharks, the Hornets, the Marlins first jerseys, these are all, and the Seattle Mariners are by far always my favorite in jerseys, because my favorite color is aqua. But the Ducks use the aqua in that new jersey, with the mascot duck, and they use perfect striping, solid color all the way through. The only thing they could have changed, or they should have done, was made the shorts aqua instead of having them purple. But a solid color all the way through is okay too. But they messed up that jersey by putting that circle that says Anaheim Ducks behind it. I mean, we know it's the Anaheim Ducks. We don't need you to put the Anaheim Ducks behind it for us to know who it is. Other than that, that's a beautiful jersey. And back to the point is, I'm guessing Fanatics took over the entire league, and that's why we're seeing this influx of beautiful hockey jerseys, who are now the best. The problem is these are all mostly alternates, and that's an issue. They need to not be alternates. They need to be the main jerseys. On to the Kings. The Kings New Jerseys, alternate jerseys with the crowns. No border behind it, just a big solid crown in the middle for the logo, and then the all black and gray, minimal striping, the thick striping on the one on the armband, one at the bottom, and one on the leg. with the crown with no border behind it, and a huge and the other thing is the logo should be bigger. Um, and they did that. They followed every protocol. The new Kings jerseys with the crown, I think. Well, it's hard to pick a number one with all the new good ones, but I would put that right there. And that should be their main jersey. It, and their away should just be the opposite. It should just be the opposite of that. Or if not the opposite of that, then their their white and silver with the Kings, with the other Kings logo is fine too. They even used the gray helmet, because the helmet and gloves are important too. But the Kings, and then I want to talk about the Blue Jackets, because like I said, I'm going to use them mostly as my go-to ugliest jersey. The Blue Jackets, they use the arm striping, which I hate. They use the absolute worst template for jerseys, is that secret arm sleeve. The Wild, they used to do it, and their new alternate, or I don't know if it's stadium or whatever, but I lost my train of thought. But the new Blue Jacket jersey with the cannon on it, and not that stupid star. It looks like a shooting star, but it's supposed to be American. I just think they're the worst jerseys out. And the Wild, I was saying, like, the Wild did it, and then for the new alternate or whatever it is, they went back to that striking where it goes down the arm. That template is to me, is so ugly. I know it's subjective. I know there's probably many fans who like it. I think it's terrible. It's terrible. Jerseys are supposed to be, solid. Not. I don't know what they're doing with that idea. And it sucks because my favorite team, the Fire, they do it. It's just less noticeable because of the way they construct their colors. So it's not as bad. But I wish the Fires would do it either. Fire's alternate jerseys are beautiful. But the Fires do it too. But anyway, the Blue Jackets going from the ugliest jerseys in the league to that alternate with the cannon is done to perfection. To perfection. No, they do all the striping correctly. All the one huge logo that's cool as shit. The cannon is so cool. The one, the minimal striping in the right places, and basically the solid colors. They need to make that their main jersey, and not wear it just sometimes. Another thing I hate is in the playoffs. I think the NBA is the only team that uses alternates in the playoffs and finals. But every other team or every other sport uses their main jerseys once they reach the playoffs and finals. And I wish they wouldn't do that. It would look so much cooler if they were their alternates. Especially the Blue Jackets, if they're going to make the playoffs, they need to get rid of jerseys and stick with that canon. It fits all the marks. It has a huge logo, extra big, solid colors, no stupid striping down the arms, and no border behind the cannon. The Kings, same thing, perfect. Perfect giant crown in the middle, perfect striping, gray gloves, gray helmet, or black and gray gloves, gray helmet. The Penguins don't really need to change anything. They're one of the most classic jerseys, but they outdid themselves as well. Their new alternate jersey, the yellow one with the 3 black stripes and the huge penguin in the middle, I mean, just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. They can get away with using that as an alternate just because their jerseys are one of the coolest jerseys ever in sports. So they don't really need to change. I don't like when they changed the gold. That was stupid. But they're not doing that. They're back to yellow and black. So, the other team I would like to address is the Red Wings. The Red Wings, I think it was their Winter Classic jerseys. That's the white ones with the red stripe, and it says Detroit in cursive. Now, here's another thing. I'm always against lettering for your team logo. You want to have a logo, not writing on your jersey. Letters. I always hated letter hats. Except back in the day when Starter first came out, and they only had those. Then I liked them because that's all it was. I'm not a big fan of the letters going down the side. Now, the only team that gets away with it is the Rangers. Of course, and I don't like the Rangers because they use the regular American flag, red, white, and blue, which is so played out. But I'm gonna say that the new Ranger jerseys that they busted out this year it's hard for me to put a number one. It's like number 1A, number 1B, number 1C. Because those Kings jerseys, those golden Red Wing jerseys, the Columbus Blue Jacket jerseys with the cannon, the yellow Penguin jerseys. Oh my God, the Stadium Devils jerseys that are with the huge Flash Devil logo, NJ logo. It's amazing. The Kraken New jerseys and the Ottawa Senators New jerseys, the Oilers cream jerseys, amazing. These are all amazing. The Flyers Stadium jerseys, the away ones, or the white ones. These are all amazing jerseys. Like I said, the Winter Classic, I think they were Detroit white ones, even though it says Detroit in cursive, I would normally rather wish that same jersey because the way they did the red and white is beautiful. The way they put the number on the shoulder there up real high, the huge numbers, they were beautiful. The Sharks jerseys with the fin, the new Panthers jerseys with the stripes, but I gotta give the Hurricanes jerseys are amazing. That stupid flag indicator for a hurricane is retarded. This is not good. The red and black away jerseys they have are insane great. The striping on it's perfect, no border behind it, perfect. But I'm gonna give number 1 to the Rangers, even though they have the RANGERS. I actually think the letters would have been better than the logo here. And what they did, red's my least favorite color, but what they did to it, they like matted it and then did something to the shading of it, mixed uh, with and then cream always looks better next to a color than white, always. Um, so and then they powdered the blue. So uh, and then I love when the collar is one color. I hate when teams use half the collar uh, is one color and then the front of the collar is white. That's terrible. I remember the NFL did it in like 2014 or 15. They experimented with it somewhere in there, and then luckily they got rid of it the next year because that was so ugly. It makes it look like you have a collar shirt on. But the Rangers, I'm giving number one too because they have a thick cream, all one color collar, which looks amazing on the player. Then they didn't go all blue or white or anything like that or mess up the shorts. They used the red matted color for the shorts. So you have the the powdered, they got rid of that blue they always use and powdered the blue. So, but I never seen a blue this color, because powder blue on the Chargers, if you were to put it next to the Rangers, powder blue would be different. Uh, they've created a new blue. The Rangers created a new blue. It's like a powder take on the blue they already had, with cream thick full collar around with a matted red, perfect striping, number up high on the sleeve, and then they matted the shorts and have the red shorts. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give them number one. The Sharks jerseys with the fin. Um, Maybe tied with the Kings for number two. The Columbus Blue Jackets tied with the Red Wings for three. The Oilers cream jerseys this year are absolutely beautiful. And as much as I don't like red, the Ottawa Senators, and as much as I don't like the shoulder, that block shoulder coloring, um, they pulled it off here. Uh, I don't know if it's because of the gold stripe at the end of it, but and maybe because of the way they stripe the sleeves, it like matches the shoulder at the top, and then the stripe, and then the black at the bottom of the jersey. All I know is Ottawa outdid themselves. So, and then the Panthers take on the old school striping, like even though they weren't around then, but when teams used that striping in the 20s, 30s, 40s, them having that down the sleeve with the old Panther, not that new stupid Panther they use with that. Their jerseys are top three worst in the league. Uh, so for them to go back to the old Panther logo, which is amazing, um, and then mixing that with like a 40s look, amazing, amazing. So, Flyers Stadium or Winter Classic, not sure which one it is, though, with the white and the orange and black sleeve. The Ducks using aqua and going back to the purple and using the mascot duck. The Panthers, the Senators, the Kraken's new aqua and red jerseys and that are solid black. The only thing I would change there is I would get rid of that graffiti S and change it to the. I would definitely use some kind of octopus logo. I don't know when they're going to do that, but they need to do that immediately. I don't know how they're using this S over and over. Octopus is one of the easiest and coolest animals to make a logo out of. Like, it's beyond me that they haven't had a jersey yet with a cool octopus on it. But, so the Flyers, Ducks, Panthers, Senators, Kraken, Rangers being number one, Oilers, Sharks, Kings being tied number one to the Rangers, the Red Wings, both Winter Classic, and I don't know if it's Stadium or if it's an alternate, the one with the gold and red, the Penguins yellow, the another number one split I have to give is the Devils and the Hurricanes, and then also just because they totally reimagined their jerseys from being the worst jerseys in the league to the cannon and the solid color and not the stripe down the arm. I gotta give a special asterisk number one to them from being at the last and ugliest jersey to up there contending with number one. And now all I would like to say is I wish that all these teams stop using these jerseys here as alternates and make them their main jerseys and make them use them in the playoffs and Stanley Cup. So.